minutes by appreciating the chair for that very elaborate background, elaborating why we are here and the various legal provisions on which we are standing. Chair, my name is Timothy Chalo Mwange, a Kenyan national and a Christian by faith. Timothy Chalo is an advocate by profession who was admitted to the bar in March 2015, and I am a member of the Law Society of Kenya, Chair. Chair, I'm also a qualified company secretary, and I do belong to the Institute of Certified Public Secretaries. Chair, I'm also a certified public accountant, and I belong to the Institute of Certified Public Accountants of Kenya. I'm also a trained arbitrator, Chair, by the Institute of Certified Arbitrators, Nairobi chapter. My work experience brings in organizations like Strathmore University, specifically the School of Accounting, where I taught commercial law and company law to students pursuing qualifications in CPA and SCCA. I've also worked as a lawyer with the law firm of CK LLP Advocates, formerly Ombogi Kipto and Company Advocates. Chair, as you may know, currently, I serve as the County Solicitor, County Government of Kitui, in the Office of the County Attorney. Chair, currently I lead that office in ensuring that the county government is represented in court. I also provide advice to the county executive. I'm also responsible for vetting, interpreting, and drafting legal documents for the county executive. Chair, across these years that I have worked, which brings me to about 12 years of work experience, but 11 of them with the qualifications of a lawyer, I would say I have acquired specific competencies that place me as qualified for this appointment. Specifically, I would say I am very competent in dispute resolution. I am an astute legal researcher. I have excellent communication skills and leadership. Chair, when we are not working, I'm a husband and father of 2 wonderful boys. I also serve the community in the Board of Management of Kaui Comprehensive School as the chair. I also read books and also watch TV documentaries, and when I have the time, I follow my favorite football team, the Arsenal. Thank you.
Members of Arsenal, you need to declare interest. As a members, on a light note, thank you, Wakili, for that introduction. I think we shall know you even better, professionally, as we continue engaging. But what do you mean by you lead the office of the county attorney? Are you the acting county attorney? Are you performing the duties of a county attorney? What do you mean by you lead the office?
Thank you, Chair.
Make it clear.
Thank you, Chair. Currently, there is we don't have a substantive appointment to that specific office, the office of a county attorney, as a county attorney. So appointed as the county solicitor, I am the principal assistant to the county attorney. And as you may know, there is no vacuum in law. As the principal assistant, then I lead in the execution.
Who are you assisting? Wakili, you know I'm also a lawyer like you.
Yes.
You must assist somebody who is existing, yes, or an office which is existing.
Yes.
So my question is very straightforward. Are you the acting county attorney, or have you been appointed to perform the duties of a county attorney? Kindly make it clear for us.
Yes.
We know you're a county solicitor.
Thank you. So yes, let me make it clear.
Yes.
My appointment is as county solicitor. Thank you.
No, it is not clear. Okay. It is not clear. You have said that you lead the office of the county attorney. That office can only be led by a substantive county attorney or somebody who has been appointed to act or perform the duties of a county attorney. So what do you do exactly? in that
Thank you,
office?
Chair. Allow me to take back this word lead and replace it by saying that currently I am the most senior member of staff in the office of the county attorney as the county
So who do you
solicitor.
report to? You are supposed to report to the county attorney, and we have no county attorney. And we have nobody who is acting or performing duties of a county attorney.
Yes.
So who do you report to?
Functionally, I report to His Excellency the Governor.
So are you the acting county attorney?
No, I'm not the acting county attorney.
Why the vacuum? Because you are not the county attorney.
Yes.
You are not acting as a county attorney. You are not performing duties of a county attorney. Why did you advise the governor? Because you are the legal advisor, basically,
Yes.
to appoint somebody to either act or perform.
Thank you, Chair.
Yes.
I think the governor had noticed that there was no county attorney,
Yes.
but in his wisdom, and at the right time, I think we are now in the process of getting that solved.
Did you advise the governor that there is need to either appoint a substantive county attorney or appoint somebody to act or perform the duties of a county attorney? You are telling us we have been existing without a county attorney. Actually, we used to think that you are the acting county attorney. So we were really exposed, because a county solicitor does not have the mandate of a county attorney unless you are acting or performing the duties of a county attorney. So did you advise the governor on the need to either appoint substantively or appoint in acting capacity or to perform the duties?
Thank you, Chair. I don't know whether in my place I have the permission to ask questions.
Yes, you can ask a question.
Thank you.
Feel
You
free.
see, in my place, I may not be the person to tell you that I advised the governor, because maybe the advice that I may have given to the governor may have been confidential, but I can confirm, Chair, that there has been advice from elsewhere, particularly if you've interacted with the Auditor General's report from last financial year. One of the things that the auditors had picked was that there was no substantive county attorney, and that there was need to appoint a substantive county attorney, and this may have been the process that leads us here. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Wakili. I'm still not convinced that you are not performing the duties of a county attorney, because in your own words, you have said you lead that office of the county attorney, and for you to lead that office lawfully, you must be either appointed to act or to perform the duties. But we shall follow up on that matter as we proceed, because we are here to make sure that things are clear. Things are clear. I will ask you a few questions which will require a yes or no response before I invite my other colleagues to also ask other questions. Do you have a valid KRA clearance certificate? Thank you. Do you have dual citizenship?
No, I don't.
Thank you. What is your financial net worth? Thank you. What is your financial net worth? And give us a breakdown of the same as per the questionnaire
Thank you, Chair.
filled and submitted to us.
Thank you, Chair. My net worth is estimated, I estimate it at about 36 million Kenya shillings. The 36 million Kenya shilling comprises of a 29 million estimate value in land and buildings, a 7.4 estimate value in shares in the Nairobi Stock Exchange, shares in cooperative societies, cash and cash equivalents. I also have a personal car estimated at around 650,000. Then I also have assorted household goods estimated at about 800,000. Thank you, Chair. To add, that total of 36 is exclusive of my net liabilities, standing at about 0.7 million. Thank you.
Thank you, Wakili, for making it very clear. Because, you know, as a public officer, you have to always declare. So we have a duty to confirm your net worth. Thank you for that brief response. Let me ask you a final question. What is your current or anticipated sources of income? And don't refer to this one for content only. On a light note. Switch on your microphone. Yes.
Thank you, Chair. My anticipated sources of income include my salary as county solicitor. I'm currently employed as such by the county government of Kitui. I also anticipated incomes in the form of dividends in respect of the shares that I hold in cooperative societies and companies listed in the Nairobi Stock Exchange. I also expect some interest from money market funds that I hold. Thank you.
Thank you, Council. Before I finish with you, I believe as a council, you know that if there are some inconsistencies with your name in official documents, and if the inconsistency is not contrary to your national identity, if the inconsistency is contrary to your national identity, you have to do maybe a deed poll. But if the inconsistency is only with regards to some few documents, I'm sure you know that there must be an affidavit. So kindly, without going back and forth, do you have an affidavit, or do you require us to give you a chance to supply the committee with an affidavit to cure that inconsistency with your name?
So, sorry, Chair. In respect to the name that was forwarded,
yes,
and my certificate,
yes,
and my ID,
yes,
yes. If allowed, I can do that, Chair.
Can we? Is 1 day okay? We can give you 1 day.
Sure,
to
sure.
Supply us with an affidavit.
Sure.
Wonderful. So we give you exactly 1 day.
Sure.
By tomorrow 5 p.m. through the office of the clerk, please supply us with an affidavit.
Thank you for indulging me, Chair.
Thank you very much. The clerk is guiding me that there's a previous, there's an affidavit which you had done, but you will liaise with him to ensure that it is the correct one. Yeah, we're just giving you a chance so that our documentation are okay. We must make sure that our documents are okay. Before I allow my colleagues to ask you other questions, allow me to recognize in our gallery some other additional members of the public. We have Paul Mutua. Paul Mutua is my very good friend. I think he represents the People's Daily. So thank you, Mr. Paul. We have Barak Moli. Barak Moli, thank you, Barak. I see you. One of our colleagues from the county executive in the Department of Communication. We have Yohana Kimwele. Yohana Kimwele, almost everybody in Kitui knows you. I think these are very good representation of the public. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. And we also live in our social media pages as we interact with our people, because we are doing this vetting on behalf of the great people of Kitui County. Honorable members of the committee, now let me open the floor for you members to ask any question, any clarification before we finalize with this vetting process. Let me begin with the vice chair of the committee. I can see the minority leader is very eager, but due to the need to respect the committee hierarchy, let me start with the vice chair, unless the vice chair allows you to go first. Vice chair?
Let me start.
Okay.
I won't take long.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Timothy, for making it to that far, and all the best. On behalf of the committee, I would like to know, how do you stay informed about the changes in laws and regulations that may affect the county? Yeah.
Thank you, through the chair. Good question. As an advocate, we belong to a society, the Law Society of Kenya, and we are grateful that even from the inception, when new legislations are proposed, They are usually writing to us emails requesting us to give our views on these proposed legislations. We are also fortunate, Chair, that through the Council of Governors, we also get communications regarding any proposed legislations. So that I would say from proposal of this legislation all the way to enactment, we are usually appraised. We also do have training, continuous professional training through popularly known as CPDs. And what the council has done is that one of the preferred areas of members to interact with are areas where new legislation is coming up, where they would get an expert to share with members their views and insights regarding this proposed legislation. Thank you, Chair.
And the last one, can you tell us about the most challenging legal situation you have managed and how you handled it?
Thank you, Chair. Let me maybe pick one from my current role as county solicitor when I work now in the county government. I'm sure maybe that is what may also interest you. You may remember sometimes in 2022, 4 chief officers went to court and challenged the county government of Kitui that they had been employed on permanent and pensionable basis. Now, what may have been very interesting for me, one of those chief officers was also the acting county secretary. And in my role as the county solicitor, or the office of the county attorney, but let me just stick to solicitor, we consulted a lot on the happenings and things that were happening in the county. So you can imagine this one morning, the person I consult, I find a letter on my desk saying that they have sued the county government. And for a minute, I thought it was a joke until he called me and said, I know there is a letter you may have seen on your desk. It is true that I have gone to court, and just read and understand for yourself. Now, what was unique in this case is that the officers' contracts had not indicated a specific term for which they would be serving. And my thinking was they took advantage of the failure to have a term indicated to say that we are employed for life. We are employed permanently till retirement age. But in our argument of this case, we were also able to point out a few things to the court to show why, in our view, we think this was not a permanent employment. As you may know, when you are employed on permanent basis, there are other characteristics of your employment that must suggest you are a permanent and pensionable employee. Specifically, your pension contributions, the way you contribute pension as a contracted public servant is very different from how you contribute your pension as a PNP. So, Chair, I would say that is one that I would wish to share with this committee. Thank you.
Among others. Thank you. Yes, Vice Chair.
Thank you, Chair. Minority, you can continue.
Vice Chair, the hierarchy is that after you, the Vice Chair is the majority leader. So let's go. Minority leader, you may have to wait. You know you are very eager, but let's go to the majority leader.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I think the Vice Chair is running too fast. Mwange, congratulations for making it this far. You remember this committee vetted a selection panel, and when you were vetting them, there were vacancies for 3 very senior positions in our county government, and they promised that they will give us the best in those 3 positions. I have only one question for you. Why do you think that the selection panel found you to be the best to occupy that position for the county attorney?
Chair, you will allow me to be subjective because the question is why do I think they chose me? I think One, the very basics is that they found that I met the requirements, the minimum requirements for appointment as a county attorney. They must have also looked at they must have evaluated the competencies that were necessary for appointment as a county attorney. They must also have been persuaded by my vision and experience for the office. Now that I had worked in that office, I'm very careful, I'm not saying worked as attorney. Now that I was already working in that office and that I was familiar with the roles of the county attorney, maybe they are thinking this is an advocate we will propose for appointment, and probably they are ready to work on day one. Thank you, Chair.
Before majority finishes this question, are you saying, if assuming that you are not working in that office as a county solicitor, are you saying you don't think you would have been the best? Are you saying you are the best because you already work there? Is that what you are telling the committee?
Chair, not to say that there were other very impressive things that this committee saw in me. For instance, if I'm sure they had an opportunity, just as you had an opportunity to look at my CV, I've been exemplary in many ways. From my educational background, you may have noticed, I scored highly in my KCPE. I was the top student in my school, and I was invited to my national school of choice. While I was there, I was a very excellent student as well. I scored a straight A and was admitted to do my course of choice, that is the law, at the University of Nairobi, where I also excelled very well. I got a second upper. And in the performance of my work, I also demonstrated to the committee my competencies. What is it that I had achieved in the various roles that I have been in? I think maybe one of the things that must have interested the committee, the panel a lot, is that despite my young age, I had written 5 books as at August last year, and more are coming. I think, in their opinion, not many lawyers have had interest in getting their work published. Chair, if you also go online, I do not want to say that I'm creating content, but I have produced very relevant material for students who are interested in accountancy and company secretarial practice. One time, I was very amused that if you go to YouTube and just search company law in Kenya, the first name that appears there is the name of yours truly, Timothy Chalo. It's very difficult not to be impressed by that kind of candidate. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your response, Major Leader.
Thank you, Chair. I'm satisfied with the response. Timothy, I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Major Leader. Minority Leader, now it is your time. As you represent the minority party in this county assembly, and also as you represent the great people of Guneward, please take the floor, Minority Leader.
Thank you very much, Chair. As we have just cited, I'm here by the virtue of being the minority leader, representing the great party by the name NAC Party. The Speaker was the party leader is the former Governor, Charity Kaloki Ngilu. The Speaker, I proceed to a very interesting question to the nominee. That during the tenure of the former governor, who is also my party leader, Charity Kaloki Ngilu, at that time you were serving as a substantive county solicitor. And the governor appointed a county secretary without the approval of the county assembly. And the county assembly subsequently later went to court, and that appointment was quashed. Remember, some public funds were used during the litigation. And because I got this chance as the minority leader, representing NAC Party of the former governor,